My new boss fired me in front of my entire team, but what happened next destroyed her career. So this director Jessica shows up at our biotech firm in January, immediately starts making changes. She's got this MBA swagger, calling our methods outdated and pushing for streamlined efficiency. 3 months in, she calls me into a conference room with my whole team watching through the glass walls. We're going in a different direction, she announces. Your position is redundant. You're terminated. Effective immediately. I'd been there 8 years, built every client relationship from scratch, but I just nodded professionally and started packing my desk. My team looked shocked. Sarah actually had tears in her eyes. As I'm carrying my box to the elevator, I casually mention, hope Friday's client presentation goes well. Jessica freezes mid-stride. What presentation? I turn back with a smile. The Hollowgate Systems Review. Big one. Oh well, you'll figure it out. Her face went pale. See, Hollowgate was our biggest client, a $2.3 million annual contract. They were flying their entire C-suite in from Seattle Friday morning for a comprehensive technical review I'd been preparing for 3 months. All the calibration specs, sensor protocols, compliance documentation, everything was stored in my personal leather notebooks that I'd bought with my own money over the years. Jessica had never bothered learning the technical side. She was all about relationship optimization and digital transformation, but our clients were old school engineers who wanted detailed, hands-on expertise. Friday morning at 8:47 a.m., my phone starts buzzing. Jessica calling. I let it ring, then again. By 9:15, she'd called 12 times. At 9:33, my former teammate Beth texts me. SOS, Hollowgate team is here. Jessica's in full panic mode. Where are the technical specs they're asking for? I'm sipping coffee on my porch, typing back. Should be in the system. She says there's nothing, just basic contact info. Of course there wasn't. All the real technical documentation lived in my notebooks. The stuff that mattered. Sensor calibration tolerances, environmental testing parameters, custom modification requests. I'd handwritten everything during countless client calls and site visits. At 10:15, Beth calls directly. Randy, they're asking for you specifically. The CTO wants to discuss the pressure sensor modifications you designed for their Portland facility. Wish I could help, I say, genuinely meaning it. I liked the Hollowgate team. By 10:45, Marcus, our CEO, is calling me personally. Randy, there's been a misunderstanding. Can you come in? No misunderstanding. I was terminated yesterday, effective immediately. Look, maybe Jessica was hasty. We can work this out. Sorry, Marcus, but I can't legally represent the company anymore. I'm not an employee. As a consultant then, name your rate. I'm not available. Which was true. I had a phone interview with Driftshade Limited at 2 p.m., Hollowgate's biggest competitor. According to Beth's increasingly frantic texts, the Hollowgate team gave Jessica exactly 23 minutes to produce the technical documentation they'd specifically flown in to review. When she couldn't deliver, they politely excused themselves and said they'd reassess their partnership options. At noon, Jessica calls me directly, voice shaking. Randy, you have to help me. This is sabotage. This is consequences, Jessica. I can report you for withholding company information. What information? I took my personal belongings when you terminated me. All official files remain on your servers. Those notebooks contain proprietary data. Those notebooks contain my personal work notes purchased with my own money. Check my employment contract. She hung up. 2 hours later, my wife forwards me a screenshot from LinkedIn. Jessica had posted about exciting restructuring opportunities, trying to spin the disaster as strategic planning. The comments were brutal. 3 former clients asking where I'd gone. 2 competitors offering condolences. Even our supplier in Germany asking if we were still operational. By 4 p.m., after a promising interview with Driftshade, I had my answer to Jessica's sabotage accusation. I hadn't sabotaged anything. I'd simply taken my knowledge with me when they showed me the door. Monday morning, I accepted Driftshade's offer. Senior Director of Client Relations, 35% salary increase, equity options, and a signing bonus. Wednesday, Beth texted me. Hollowgate canceled their contract. They're switching to Driftshade. Also, Jessica got fired. Marcus discovered she'd been inflating her performance metrics for months. Thursday, my new phone at Driftshade rang. Randy, this is Tom Chen from Hollowgate. We heard you joined the team. When can we schedule that technical review? Sometimes the best revenge is simply stepping out of the way and letting people destroy themselves.